Hello everybody, and welcome to the first of many little videos. Instead of doing a whole 4 or 5 hour tour of this world, because this is a big world that is this summer it's going to be turning 9 years old. So yeah, it's old. It's 8.5 years old right now. It's called VGM World, and VGM is video game maps. It's like a map making group that I made about 10 years ago. And the title of this video, it says, a convicted bank robber built this town. This is the first stop on this long series of videos to tour this giant world. There's plenty of cities in it. Oh wait, this is the button over here. And this isn't clickbait or anything. I'm not into that stuff. True story. The person who, and I won't give away his name. The person who built this. A quick little backstory. So, he had a Facebook page that he made for, Minecraft sports arenas years ago. So years ago, I had messaged him asking him if he was interested in joining my sports leagues, and he was like, "Oh yeah, it sounds awesome." So we connected on Xbox. This was, I want to say it was 2015, and at the time, let me think, 2015. So I was 20, and he was 19 or 18. He's 1 or 2 years younger than me, I think. Actually, I think he's only 1 year younger. Anyway, so cool dude. Seemed like a really kind-hearted person. And eventually we decided that we wanted to make our own individual cities in this map for our sports teams, for the sports leagues. So that way you actually traveled within the map to different cities. So it's realistic. So I told him the idea, and he was like, "Yeah, that sounds awesome. I'd love to do it." And so he started building this town here. Now, I'm the one who put all of these walls around it, put it indoors, because it's forever going to stay like this abandoned town. Because, I mean, I think that's a cool thing that, before I go any further, I guess I should say what happened. So, as I said, he's a nice person, but at the same time, he's a freaking idiot. So, he had gotten into trouble with the law. Probably at least 4 times, 5 times maybe. Little stupid things like an arson charge. I don't know what it was that he supposedly set fire to, but basically it was the group that he was hanging around with. He just was not hanging out with good people. He's easily influenced. And so he kept on getting into trouble, and I was even saying, dude, don't hang out with people like that. They're not good influences on you. They're trash, basically. And unfortunately, he never stopped hanging out with them. So eventually, I don't know who put him up to it, but he went into a bank that was in a grocery store. It was like a Bank of America. And he handed the teller a note saying something along the lines of, "I have a gun, like, give me, however much money." And I forget what he misspelled, but he misspelled something on the note too. Freaking idiot. And he gets the money, and he goes right down the street to a friend's house and is there, and they're easily able to track him down using cameras. And then when they arrested him, he still had the note that he gave to the teller on him. So yeah, he's an idiot. He was convicted to I'm trying to remember the exact. It was over 20 years. So he's going to be in jail for at least 20 years probably, unless he can get out a little sooner through good behavior. But it was like 20 to 25 years. So it's easy to say that he's not going to be in this world again. Because, you know, in 20 to 25 years, who knows what I'm going to be doing. My plan is going to be, you know, music. So I'm pretty sure I'm not going to have the time to be on this world anyways. So anyways, this is what he was able to build before his arrest. And the way that I found out about his arrest is he had gone a long time without saying anything, which was surprising. And I messaged him, you know, saying that we're getting pretty close to being able to start the league and I can help you finish your arena. That way it's ready in time. And a few days went by and he hadn't responded, which was surprising. And I checked, he hadn't even seen it. So I'm going, don't tell me he got in trouble again. Sure enough, I look it up and I find out. First I see on his Facebook page his mom had made a post saying, you know, something along the lines of, you know, hey, you really screwed up this time. I hope you, you know, are able to learn your lesson, you know, and with your time in jail or whatever, something along the lines of that. And then I looked up on Google, I Googled his name and his city that he lives in, and found the article. So, very stupid, but yes, a convicted bank robber, armed bank robber, convicted for over 20 years in jail, or sentenced to over 20 years in jail, I should say, built this town here. This was going to be his apartment building. I don't know about these buildings. I imagine one of these was probably a bank. I'm just going to say it. I'd like to, it's a messed up thing, but I'd like to imagine that one of these was a bank. It's a very sad story, but it also would have been kind of funny if he finished one of those buildings and it was a bank. But yeah, anyways. This is going to be his basketball arena over here. Interesting design. I don't know if he was planning on putting seats in or if it was just going to be like this. Who knows, maybe it was supposed to be white seats, I don't know. But so it provides a cool little sort of tourist attraction. It's cool to see. It's also kind of haunting because it's an abandoned city that won't be completed. And obviously the person that built it is... Here's the weird thing. Usually, you know, if I hear somebody's been arrested, you know, and convicted for armed bank robbery, I hear that and I go, oh, what a freaking piece of shit. And I mean, he is for doing that, but it's like he's not a bad guy, if that makes sense. He's just a dumbass. He didn't pull out the gun or anything, but yeah. I'm definitely not defending him though. He's a dumbass, but interesting story. It definitely adds an interesting tourist attraction to this world. And because this would probably be like the shortest video of the tour, we're gonna go up the road just a little bit. I was originally going to move his town up the road towards VGM City, the main city in this world, because originally we were going to have all the cities 2,000 to 3,000 blocks outside of the city, the main city, or more. And I built an arena for someone who's going to be the Florida Panthers in our NHL or hockey league. And I was going to build a new arena instead for him and give this arena to the person who's now in jail. So I had already moved it. And then after I moved it was when I messaged him saying, hey, we're probably going to be starting this sometime soon. So unfortunately, it's still in that spot, and I gotta move it somewhere else now. But just to end this video, I thought I'd quickly show the arena that I was gonna give to him. It's not completely finished yet, which is why I'm not gonna give it its own video. Maybe eventually I'll do, after I've toured everything that's done so far, then I can do like little update videos where I'll go back to places that were under construction and show them completed. But it's just a custom arena that I made, and it was originally called Palm Center because it was in a city called Palm City. But nice, cool, you know, pretty simple design. I was able to build it really quick. This was the first arena that I built using commands. Down here, these are just temporary, just silly. The stadium with no dick. I don't know what that means. I can't remember why that was put there, but alright. Unfortunately, armor stands didn't copy, but in fact, actually, I put this in here for the darker buildings. But yeah, so this is going to be a hockey arena. Somebody's probably going to use it. If not, it can be a neutral arena, but I love how it turned out. And then I put a Stanley Cup right here. Kind of looks like one. And it's funny because the team I originally built this arena for, of course, as I said, was going to be the Florida Panthers. So it's kind of ironic that they had a Stanley Cup in here, but I'm not hating on the Panthers. I'm just saying it was funny. This area here is going to eventually be suites, but ended a pretty big place with a little deck up here. But I liked how it turned out. But obviously still have to, you know, do a little bit of interior stuff, concourses, suites, locker rooms, but not too far to go on this place. But that is going to be part 1 of this tour, and tonight I'm going to be cranking out a few of these live streams. The reason I'm live streaming these and cutting them up is because it's a lot easier than recording a bunch of separate videos and uploading all of them, especially considering I don't know how my Wi-Fi would handle it because it used to have issues. But we will be touring the southeast, one of the southeast sections of VGM City. This is only part of it, there's more that way. And it will include a stadium and an arena and some other places. So I'll start the next live stream in just a few moments and get to that. And thank you very much for watching this video. There's probably like 20 more of these to come, so hope you enjoy it.